Hi, I wanted to do a short little intro to myself. My name is Chrissy Rivera, and I am a stay at home mom to seven kiddos, hence why my business names, both of them, start with Seven Blessings. So I own Seven Blessings Handmade and Seven Blessings Photography. I have been in the small shop world for around 17 years now. I have done vinyl t-shirts, sublimation t-shirts, uh, embroidery, freshies, uh, tumblers, sewing. So I've done it all. I've had a ton of experience in everything, and I'm just wanting to share that knowledge with you. So I currently do handmade children clothing, I do freshies, and I do graphic tees. And I'm trying to think. Of course, I do photography. I've only been doing photography for 1 year professionally now. I do have a studio location here in San Antonio, and my handmade business, I still do it from my dining area. Um, when I first started sewing, which is 8 years, I started sewing 8 years ago. I looked at all the YouTube videos, all the tutorials that you could search up and watch, and nothing clicked in my head. Um, Everything seemed like complicated to me. I'm the type of person that has to be hands on. I want to be, instead of like seeing a video tutorial, I want to be in person with someone to teach me. So it was very hard for me to jump into sewing. I had always sewn with just a regular sewing machine, and I just did like small, basic things just to get by. And then one day I found a serger at a yard sale for $10, and that machine was very intimidating to me. I tried it 2 times and I just gave up, and I went and I stored it in my storage for about 3 months, and that's exactly what I did with my embroidery machine as well. I stored it and then like decided I was gonna learn this and I was gonna learn. So this is where my sorry not sorry comes in, is because I am self-taught. So I do not know like every little feature, like the proper names to like the little handle or the little dials to your machine or any of that. I do not know. I do not know what it's called. I don't care to know at this point. I've been sewing for 8 years. Um, and I learned by myself. I was self taught. I taught myself. I bought patterns and I just looked at the pictures, just the same way that you buy something um, like on Amazon and it shows you the picture instructions. That's how I learned. I could not learn based off videos that someone else was teaching me. And it's kind of crazy that I do videos trying to teach other people, but back in 2020, before the pandemic happened, I was doing video tutorials for people and I got a bunch of positive feedback. Apparently, the way that I teach people, it has helped them out a lot. So that just encouraged me that I am doing something different. What it is, I don't know. Um, but I'm not going to apologize for saying something that is not technically right. So that is my sorry, not sorry. I'm not going to fight with someone in the comments or argue with someone in the comments about what is and what isn't. I will simply block you, mute your comments, because I'm letting you know right now. I didn't go to school for sewing. I've already had one comment or several comments over the years on my YouTube videos of the technical term. I don't care about the technical term. I learned by myself. I learned based off of photos and photos only, not the instructions. I never read the instructions that when you buy the patterns, it will tell you like how to do it. I never read them. I just basically looked off the picture. So sorry. I didn't learn it. And if you're that type of person that learns off of technicality and like specifics, I'm not your girl. Um, I will just use my own words of what I think it is or how I've been doing it for the past 8 years. And I don't mean to be rude, um, or for this to be taken the wrong way, but I know there's people with experience, more experience than me, and they can tell you what every dial to the machine is called and what every that's not me. Um, and so if you are here to get that type of knowledge, I'm not the one for you. I just go with the flow, freehand everything, and I do the best to my ability to help each and everyone out. And everybody has their own opinions. I respect that. Um, I just, like I said, I'm self-taught. I can't say sorry for that because no one taught me. I taught myself based off the photos. So I'm gonna treat these videos as I would one of my sewing classes. I haven't done a sewing class since I moved here to San Antonio, and that has been about a little over a year now, going on 2. So we're gonna start the basics. If you're here for sewing, we're gonna start the basics, and we're gonna go from there. And I'm also gonna be doing videos on graphic tees, DTF transfers. I own a lot of machines, but I also don't own like the DTF printer. I can always send you the people that I have used and I can vouch for because I have used them for several years. I've tested out their product and I love it. And these are my own purchases. It's no one's telling me, hey, like here's my item. Post a video. So these are just basically personal experience, things I've been using for years, suppliers I have been using for years. So I will do sewing tutorials, graphic tee tutorials, and I'm not sure I want to get into freshies just because I barely picked that back up maybe like 2 months ago. And I'm having to relearn and see what works best for me. Things change over the years, so I'm basically learning freshies again. Um, I do make a lot of stuff. I have several different types of machines. I have a serger, a cover stitch, a regular sewing machine. I have a heat press. I have a Cricut. I have a photo printer. I have a label maker. I have it all basically. I used to have a sublimation printer, and me personally, I didn't like how after a while that stuff washed away and it gave a faded look. That wasn't for me, so I sold the machine. So now I just outsource all of my stuff. Um, and I will also go into depth about um, my kiddos back there, as you can tell, on how to order custom fabric, um, printing, and all of that stuff. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I haven't used YouTube in a long time. I'm not sure if there's a way to private message, but if you need to private message me, find me on Facebook, Chrissy Rivera. It's CRISSYRIVERA, and my profile is public, so you can always shoot me a message, and I am more than gladly and willing to help you.